If you are house hunting in this country, South Africa, right now, well, you are in luck because I have made this video specially for you, and I'm here to assist with the checks that could actually saves you money and also saves you stress before you sign an offer to purchase. Remember, please don't be hard on yourself because this is your first time. But your girly here, gotcha, right? I have your back. I have your back. So now remember, this stage of your journey is very exciting. You will now have to explore, you will do the comparison, and also you will be realistic with how much you can afford and what type of lifestyle you could actually afford when it comes to you buying your first house. Right? So remember, there are no limitations when it comes to you looking for the house that you want to buy. You can use the listing websites, you can use the bank repossessed properties or distressed properties. You can also go to the developer's website and look for houses there. Please, when you are at it, do not forget to use filters. It will just tell you if you want 2 bedrooms or 3 bedrooms or whatever that you are wanting to add there as extra. Also put the price that you can afford there so that you are certain using it, and you will see the variety of properties that will pop up, and also the areas that you are interested in. Please put them in those filters so that you see where you are. And please, if you are wanting to buy in an area that you are not familiar with, please go attend those Sunday property shows and also be part of the social media group so that you can now be able to put a word of mouth and people would actually welcome you and assist you, and you will see how that neighborhood that you want to stay in is actually behaving. So this would actually be advantageous for you. Remember, when you are looking for your dream home, there are no there are no limitations. You just need to go. Well, we are back again. Me, your property coach, and I am assisting you to get to your dream home. Remember, I have navigated my journey by myself. So I now want to share how it feels and how it's like. As you know, I am still learning, and I will come bring what I have learned to you guys so that we learn together. Instead of focusing in a specific city, rather think in terms of the area that you want to be, and of course, the lifestyle that you want. Maybe you are young and vibrant, so we all know what type of area you're going to need, or maybe you are wanting to have a family. So, this should match your budget, your stage of life, your long term plan. Maybe you are now wanting to rent the place, you want to stay there as long as you can. Then, when you leave, then you want to rent the place, or maybe you're just buying and wanting to retire in that place because it is that vibrant area where everything is close, or maybe you are having children, so you would want all the amenities to be around you. So it should match what you and your family needs are. So you are basically catering for the needs of your family right now, or yourself right now, or even yourself, your family, and your future of your family. So this all depends on this. So there are things that you need to pay attention to when you are walking through this property. Maybe you are viewing them physically, maybe you are viewing them virtually, right? So if you are interested in older homes, they should have character, because we all know older homes have character, but the structure as well needs to be solid. Right? In newer homes, usually they have everything modern, but sometimes they use cheap construction. So just look where you are and where you are comfortable. The other thing that you need to check would be anything that is visually in the property, visual issues like the peeling of paint, you would see that. The crack on the ceiling, you would see that. maybe the dampness on the walls, the molds, all of those things are the things that you can actually see, maybe missing window panes and all of that. Pay attention to those. And also, there's plumbing and electricity. You need to go and actually flush that toilet when you're there. Make sure that you're opening all the taps and see also the water pressure, and check if there's geyser. You need to open also that hot water and make sure that the electrics, you press on them so that you would see if they are tripping or not, and that would be something that can be solved. So please make sure when you are walking in, you know exactly what you're doing, because it all depends on you. Most of these things, they depend on you, and you are the one that is actually needing to make sure that all of the things you have checked for yourself, by yourself, before the inspection and everything else happens. You need to also check the floors, check the foundations, ask questions. If there has been any major renovations, if it's an older house, has there been any fire? All of those things, look at the evidence, because it's right there in front of you. Now let's look at levies versus rates and taxes. This one is a big one for first home buyers, because yes, they want the lifestyle, yes, they want to afford the payments, but buying in those complexes makes their life so easy, because it's their first time doing this. At the same time, it gives them comfort, and they are now able to pay everything else, compared to someone that would be buying on a freestanding house. You will all have to deal with all of those things by yourself, and you've never done. I am one of the people that bought freestanding, because I was that girl that says, I want to be able to actually know what am I paying and how am I paying things. So I'm paying all of the levies, rates and taxes that I need to pay. On top of that, I have my own security, because it's not that it's very expensive, it is actually affordable. At the same time, me, I was doing this as I was teaching myself, because I wanted to invest in the property business. Now I'm in this business and know exactly how am I supposed to pay this and how am I supposed to pay that. Unfortunately, by now, the time I am making this video, I have all sorts of properties in many different places. So yes, but for the first time home buyers, sectional is the way to go. So yes, neighborhood vibes are crucial as well, because you want to know the community, you want to know the traffic and congestion, you just want to know the upfeel of the area that you are choosing. If you are now going to be there with your family, you have a certain vibe that you want your family or your children to grow up in. So very important tip: while you are house hunting, please make sure that you are having your checklist, you are comparing, you are doing everything that you should. And also, please, because you are catering for the needs of your family, for example, if you wanted a yard that has a very tall boundary wall, have that. You want a swimming pool, look at the properties that have that is satisfying to you. Otherwise, I will see you on the next one. Bye. Enjoy your house hunting. Let's buy homes.